Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook, a new era of sports betting. Back at home at American Family Field, Brewers with a mini homestand against the San Diego Padres. Just a 3-game set today, tomorrow, and a day game coming up on Wednesday. Brewers with an outstanding road trip to Cincinnati and Baltimore, where they won 4 out of 6. And the Padres, winners of back-to-back series, one at home against the Cubs and the other taking 2 of 3 against the Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to the ballpark with Bill Schroeder and Sophia Minner down in the field. Jeff Levering with you. Thanks for being with us today. And today is Jackie Robinson Day, Rock, and we celebrate the man that he was, the outstanding player that he was, not just what he did on the field, but the societal changes that he made.
You know, we like to throw around the word hero quite a bit. A guy gets a game-winning hit, we call him a hero. They're stars, but you know what? Jackie Robinson was a true American hero. He changed not only sports here in America, but society in America forever. Baseball honors a man who showed courage and restraint to change our society, and we are glad that Major League Baseball year after year is able to do that on the day that he made his Major League debut.
And everybody in uniform today across Major League Baseball honoring the great life of Jackie Robinson, wearing number 42, and with great, great honor, every single player and coach wearing that iconic number. Plenty more to come on this Jackie Robinson Day, including this Brewers offense, which tries to stay hot. They have been unbelievable this year to begin this first couple of weeks of the baseball season. Sophia Minner has more on the other side of this timeout on the smoking hot bats of the Brewers.
On Valley Sports Wisconsin is brought to you by your local Wisconsin Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Jackie Robinson Day celebrated across Major League Baseball today, April 15th, 1947, the anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier A day that we will never forget, and so much gratitude for Jackie Robinson, his life, his legacy, his Hall of Fame career. Truly an American hero, and a great day to celebrate across the league. All players across Major League Baseball wearing the iconic 42. Good evening, everyone. Sophia Minard here at American Family Field. The Brewers are starting a 3-game series with the San Diego Padres, and they come in with one of the best offenses in Major League Baseball. They are top 3 in almost every offensive category. They are coming in with runners in scoring position, an average over 370 there. We take a look at our Potawatomi Sportsbook advanced stat. Here's a look at how the offense has fared over the last 7 games, averaging nearly 9 runs per game, a 321 average, 30 extra base hits. The OPS for them, nearly 1,000. They have 23 home runs on the season and 21 stolen bases. Hitting coach Ozzie Timmons spoke about the quality of the at-bats up and down the lineup.
Well, you try to just figure out how to balance it, right? You know, you just don't know who's going to hit 40 homers and who's going to hit 20 or who's going to hit 5. But if you can have a collective team coming together to have good, solid at-bats, you know, it makes the team better. You know, you start playing for each other a little bit more. When you can get that team value going, the base running comes into play, everything comes into play. We just need to score runs to win, right? Mm-hmm. You can't always rely on the homer, because some days it's not going to happen.
The Brewers offense has been rolling, and today they look to get to Joe Musgrove. It's a pair of Joes on the mound. Joe Musgrove against Joe Ross for the Brewers. We've got first pitch and lineups coming up next here at American Family Field.
Roof is closed at American Family Field as the Brewers and Major League Baseball celebrates Jackie Robinson Day, April the 15th. Everybody wearing the number 42 that is on the field. Coaches, players. No better number to be represented on this April 15th. With Bill Schroeder and Sophia Minard, Jeff Levering with you as Mike Schilt in his first year at the helm of the San Diego Padres, taking over for Bob Melvin, who went north to San Francisco. Mike Schilt has been in the Padres organization for the last couple of years now, in his first year as the skipper. His starting lineup brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Starting with Xander Bogaerts at the top, then Tatis and Cronenworth. Manny Machado, the DH. Jurickson Profar in left field bats fifth. Ha-Seong Kim, Gold Glove winner last year at second base. He's at short now. 20-year-old Jackson Merrill is hitting seventh and center. Luis Campusano does the catching, bats eighth, and Tyler Wade is at third base and batting ninth. They get Joe Ross today. Fantastic in his last appearance. Rock his starting pitcher stats, brought to you by Spectrum.
Yeah, got to win at Cincinnati. 6 1/3. He pitched into the 7th inning, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. The walks hurt him in his first start. Walked 5 in his first start of the season. 1 walk, 7 punch-outs. He was a first-round draft choice of these San Diego Padres back in 2011.
Defense behind him, Rock.
They got Sal Frelick, Blake Perkins, and Jackson Churio in the outfield. Ortiz, Adames, Terang, Hoskins from third to first, and who else but William Contreras behind home plate.
He's caught every game but 2 thus far. As you see the umpires tonight in game number 1, it's the crew chief Lance Barksdale behind home plate. Angel Hernandez at first. Gwen Walcott is at second, and Emil Jimenez is the third base umpire. Just the second homestand of the year for the Brewers. Played 5 games in their opening homestand. Ended up with a winning set after splitting with Minnesota. Took 2 of 3 from Seattle. Now back home for 3 before going back out on the road. Pat Murphy and his squad sitting at 10-4 atop the Central Division. Padres had a long night of travel. Had the late night game in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. They had a rain delay. Didn't get into town until about 4 o'clock this morning. Heads on the pillows, maybe 5 a.m. Game today might not be an issue, but tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's second
usually that second game hangover that the guys experience a little bit of fatigue. Today should be all right for them.
Well, they get Joe Ross right out of the chute. Xander Bogaerts takes strike 1, and the velocity a good sign from Ross at 96. Numbers for Bogaerts off to a slow start in his second year in San Diego. In the middle of an 0 for 13 at the plate. Slider, nothing in 2.
That's what he was doing against Cincinnati. That fastball, locating it extremely well, especially on the glove side, and then the slider to go with it. Every now and again a 2-seam fastball. Velocity good.
There's strike 3. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night for Xander Bogaerts.
Man, can't start out much better than that. A 3-pitch strikeout. This one right down the middle. Good velocity at 97. So Joe Ross feeling it so far here in the first inning.
His last appearance 94, 96, popped a couple of 97s, but that's usually, he was not in that velocity range during spring training. Good to see. Tatis with the soft ground ball to second base. Terang throws him out. 2 quick outs for Joe Ross.
Well, you got to feel good for Joe Ross getting that win after many years of not being able to pitch due to injury, and finally picks up a win against Cincinnati. He's got to feel good for him. Yeah, good for him to be able to settle in with that behind him.
First win in almost 3 calendar years. Previous win came back in 2021 against Tampa Bay. Jake Cronenworth, resurgent season this year for the Padre first baseman. Strike, nothing but strikes thus far from Ross.
It seemed like in Cincinnati he was pitching at a little bit better pace. Maybe that confidence level, up after his first start. A little bit quicker to get the ball off and on its way to home plate.
First ball of the day. At 5 walks. It felt like every time he was getting ready to pitch against Minnesota, pitch timer was in that 2-1 range. Cronenworth rolls it foul to make it 1-2.
Well, he's never going to be a Brent Suter, but he was a lot quicker. The pace was a lot better his last time out. Infielders love it. Outfielders love it. Broadcasters love it as well.
The fans appreciate it.
Yeah.
1-2 on Jake Cronenworth. Fouled it back. Ross, originally that first-round pick, as you mentioned, Rock, of San Diego, traded to the Washington Nationals, part of a 3-team deal in the offseason before 2015. First appearance against the Padres since 19. This one hit towards left, Frelick angling towards the line with a play, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Joe Ross. The Brewers bats coming up against Joe Musgrove when we return. Well, a 9-pitch top of the first inning for Joe Ross, and Pat Murphy and his group of mashers certainly doing that over the last road trip. 2 of 3 against the Cincinnati Reds. One of those games postponed until August, and then completing business in Baltimore. Take a look at the starting lineup. It's brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Jackson Churio back in the starting lineup. Contreras, Frelick, Adames, Hoskins, Terang, Sanchez, Perkins, and Ortiz. And Joe Musgrove makes his 5th start of the season. Swinging at the first pitch and fouling it away. Musgrove off to a slow start.
He throws a lot of breaking pitches. He's had a couple of tough starts. That ERA at 6.97. That's not going to last all year. A 1-2 record, making career start number 9 against the Brewers.
And a bullet to left, a base hit for Churio. Profar cuts it off. After a tough weekend in Baltimore, Churio 1 for 1. Here's the defense behind Musgrove.
Yeah, let's take out the Landmark Credit Union defense. Defense not too bad for San Diego. Profar, Merrill, Tatis in the outfield. Wade, Kim, Bogarts, Cronenworth from third to first, and Luis Capusano behind home plate.
Fernando Tatis, shortstop by trade. He's been in the outfield since he messed up his shoulder a few years ago. He is a fantastic outfielder. As Contreras takes low and in the dirt. See a lot of breaking stuff from Musgrove.
You don't have to worry about a no-hitter tonight. Last time he faced the Brewers right here, it was back in 22. Took a no-hitter into the 8th inning. Wiped that one out. First hitter.
Shoulders can rest easy for the rest of the day.
And relax now.
And a toss over to first has Churio back.
Yeah, Brewers have been doing a lot of things well offensively. Swinging the bats, running the bases, stealing bases. 21 out of 25 in stolen bases. Pat Murphy's got him playing well.
Contreras red hot. Ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Riding a 10-game hitting streak is William. 2 for 4 yesterday. Hit the second pitch of the game out against Corbin Burns. What a statement that was against his former teammate.
Man.
Two and 0. There goes Churio. Throw to second base. Not in time. Churio got the hand in.
Yeah, pretty close. Throw just a bit high. Capusano's throw pretty good. Quick release. I know the Padres want to take a look at it. Let's see if he gets the hand in there. Pretty close.
No challenge from San Diego. That's the first stolen base against Musgrove this season. Brewers right in there in the league leaders in stolen bases. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Contreras.
And went with a cutter on a 3-0 count. A lot of breaking stuff. Curveballs, sliders, changeups. Only 3 guys in that starting lineup for the Brewers are going to hit from the left side. Musgrove has been good against lefties in his career.
One of those lefties, Sal Frelick. Into the 3 spot the last couple of days with Christian Yelich still out. Not on the injured list. Maybe tomorrow make a move if they're going to, as Frelick squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike.
That's the amazing thing about this Brewers offense. 3 games without Yelich. Hunter runs. 2 games with 11 runs on the board.
Swing and a miss. That was the cutter. The Brewers had 6 consecutive games where they scored 7 or more runs. Matched a franchise record. Put up 4 yesterday, but left a small army on the base paths. 2 for 17 with runners in scoring position. A rare miscue in that department. And despite that, the Brewers still hitting nearly 400 with RISP this year.
Yeah, 362. Amazing stuff. Remember last year, the problem that they had hitting with runners in scoring position, at least early in the year.
Number 1, Major League Baseball. It's down and in. Good take.
They've been patient at the plate, drawing their walks, getting themselves into good hitting counts. And they get a pitch to hit, particularly this guy lately, barreling it up.
Frelick has that batting average up to 308, hitting 385 in his last 10 games. And a swing and a miss. That was the cutter. And a big strikeout for Musgrove.
They got him to chase one up out of the zone. A little high underneath it.
Willie Adames, the batter. Bat really broke out in Baltimore. Multi-hit efforts in all 3 games over the weekend. Ground ball left side, tough play, base hit. Churiel sent around third. He will score. It's 1-0.
Well, there you go. 1 for 2 now. Runners in scoring position. We're just talking about that. Really put that one just out of the reach of Hassan Kim. You see that cutter ended up middle in. Willie didn't hit it all that great, but it got in a good spot. And on the ground, Churiel running on contact, and he's able to score easily.
Station to station for the Brewers in this bottom of the first inning, and looking for a crooked number with Hoskins at the plate. Hoskins had a good series in Baltimore too. Takes strike 1. Pretty good when the Brewers score first. One of those losses came yesterday. And taken for a ball, didn't miss by much, if at all.
You can't score runs the way the Brewers have been able to score so far with, counting on 1 or 2 guys. It's been everybody in that lineup, and Pat Murphy's been using everybody.
It's down and away. Hoskins doubled in the game yesterday, homered on Saturday. His 3rd home run of the season. You see the Brewers with their runs scored. Number 1. Padres right in there, though. Padres 18 games, they're 9-9. 2-1 rolled foul, third base side.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the Padres have scored 18 runs for 18 games they've played.
Hoskins from Saturday, his 3rd home run. Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run for Hoskins. Deep left field now in Baltimore.
Yeah, they pushed the fences back and left.
And a liner to left. That one's going to get down. Bases will be loaded for the Brewers. Still only 1 out. 3 hits already against Musgrove.
They've had a really good plan so far this year. Obviously going up there looking breaking pitch. Pretty good curveball from Musgrove. Apparently Hoskins looking for it, goes down and gets it. And bases are now loaded.
Pitching coach for San Diego, Ruben Niebla, out to have a word with Musgrove as Bryce Terang is coming up. Mentioned the approach, and Ozzie Timmons and Connor Dawson have been talking about this since spring training. And we had a good conversation with Ricky Weeks behind the cage today. That last road trip to Cincinnati and Baltimore, the Brewers did such a terrific job of having a plan and executing the plan with every starting pitcher that they faced.
And not getting too anxious at the plate, even when they had to count in their favor. The idea is get the count in your favor, you know, 2-1, 3-1, and don't make mistakes with pitches that you get to hit. And they were not doing that. They were taking advantage of counts where you would expect a good pitch, and they were able to capitalize.
Bryce Terang with the bases loaded. Takes ball 1. Here's the changeup from Musgrove. That's the bread and butter to the left-handed hitters. Homered on the road trip in Cincinnati. He's on a career high 7-game hitting streak. Swing and a miss. Another changeup.
That's a good pitch. Doesn't throw many to right-handers. That's why Pat Murphy doesn't have too many lefties in the lineup.
To left and foul. Fastball at 92. The velocity from Musgrove down this year. He usually was cruising around 94, 95, but he's 90, 92 now. Terang choking up on the bat with 2 strikes. He's been a wizard with 2 strikes this year. On the ground, going to be a tough play. Kim has it, steps on the bag, throws to first in time, and it is a double play. Terang ends what was a bases loaded 1-out situation. The Brewers get 1 though as we head to the 2nd.
Brewers and Padres opening up a 3-game series here on Jackie Robinson Day. Joe Ross out pitching for a lead now, and Joe Ross coming off of a win against the Cincinnati Reds, talking to pitching coach Chris Hook about what he liked about how Ross has pitched in his last 2 starts, especially against Cincinnati. And he said, you know, you look at the starting rotation, you look at the time that Joe Ross has missed over the last 2 years, but this is a 6-year veteran when you set aside the time that he has missed after 2 Tommy John surgeries. So he said he is one of the more experienced pitchers that we have in the starting rotation. He said the velocity on the sinker was better. They were really happy to see him maintain 92 to 96 in that last start against the Reds. He said the slider has been a very consistent pitch for him. He's got a very athletic delivery. So he said the more that he can just focus on that and not be thinking so much. He said that is good news for Joe Ross. He said he's got a very highly competitive nature, so as long as he can stay focused on winning every at bat, he said, and starting that with starting with that right away at the start of the game, he said that's a good recipe for Joe Ross. 9-pitch first inning for him.
Off to a good start. Thank you, Sophia.
Yeah, that first start against Minnesota had to be a mulligan, right? After so many years he hadn't been able to get on the mound, and you know he had the butterflies going and a lot of doubts in his mind. But man, that second start against Cincinnati, what a difference.
It's a swing and a miss on a slider to Manny Machado. And it's 1-2. He's like two different guys from start one to start two. And the way he has started start number 3, muy bueno. Machado on an 8-game hitting streak. 1-2. Got him. Fastball on the edge. Second K for Ross.
That glove side fastball has been really good for him his last couple starts. Able to dot the outside corner to a right-handed batter. Check it out. I mean, you can't walk it across any better than that. 97. Good velocity to go with it. And got him looking.
Machado didn't like it. It was a perfect pitch. Tell you, Brewers fans, don't forget Manny Machado. 6 years ago in the NLCS. Still greeted the same way.
I don't think he cares.
No, he does not.
It doesn't bother him. You got to love the memory of these Brewers fans.
1-1 on Profar. Ground ball right side. Terang again. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, take about 10 of those in a start, wouldn't you? Those 1-pitch outs. That's the second one he's gotten.
15 pitches through an inning and 2/3. Ha-Sung Kim, the batter. It's a Padre team that walked 14 times last night against the Dodgers. Scored 6 runs with 14 walks. A lot of base runners. Kim takes strike 1. Kim walked 4 times, as I said. A couple of homers, 8 driven in. Great season last year. Swing and a miss. There's that slider again. That is on point.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, fastball slider combo. Pretty much what he did against Cincinnati.
Got Kim in an 0-2 hole. And miss low. Winding that pitch timer down is Joe Ross. Lets it fly with 1. And a liner to left. First hit of the game for San Diego. Reached out and poked that slider.
They left that one up a little bit, and Kim able to barrel it up. Pretty good swing by the Padres shortstop. Check out where he leaves it. Down the middle. Hittable pitch. You'd like to have that pitch a little bit off the outside corner on a 1-2 count.
That at bat tells you exactly who this Padres team is offensively. They are grinders.
Yeah.
Jackson Merrill at the plate. Over the weekend, a lot of chatter around a couple of players with the first name of Jackson. Jackson Churio and Jackson Holiday. Jackson Merrill, again, one of the top prospects in baseball, just 20 years old. He's off to a great start to his big league career in center field. Runner started and stopped. Merrill, little flare, shallow left center. That's a base hit. Kim going from first to third. And here come the Padres with 2 outs.
They hit that one exactly where nobody could get to it. They did a good job putting the bat on that baseball. Not a bad pitch by Ross. Check it out, breaking pitch. Got it down on the handle, and he just fisted out there into short left field. Kim with 2 outs, running on contact, and he's able to get into third base easily.
2-out uprising from the Padres. For Luis Campusano, Padre catcher. Homer driven in 10 and takes strike 1. What's that setup with his batting stance remind you of, Rock?
Gotta take a look at it. I was watching Contreras back there. Open stance, maybe a little Craig Counsell.
Ooh. How about Jose Bautista?
And I'll take that too. Of course, Craig had how many different batting stances?
A lot. Whatever was working for him on that day. So a little Tony Bautista too. Remember him with Baltimore?
Yeah.
Wide open stance. Throw to first, and back is Merrill.
Big open stance. That front foot first move for that is toward first base. That's his way of keeping that front shoulder closed, staying on the baseball. Guys like that normally you want to pitch in.
0-2 pitch, runner goes. It's a swing and a miss, and Ross gets out of the inning. Couple of hits from the Padres, that is all. 3 Ks for Joe Ross.
The Brewers City Connect tumbler at the Yankees game on the April 27th. That's courtesy of Quick Trip. And for the first 30,000 ticketed fans through the gates, they'll take home that tumbler. Grab your seats at brewers.com/giveaways.
That tumbler will really match that gentleman's attire. He's got the Brew Crew fishing cap, the Brew Crew jersey. Just needs the tumbler, and the outfit is complete.
Get about 40,000 people in the ballpark that night.
For sure. For the Yankees?
30,000 of them get a tumbler.
Sanchez to left field. Did he get enough? Profar makes the catch.
Oh, I just missed it. Put a good swing on it. That was a fastball, maybe cut it right down the middle. Sanchez really puts a good swing on it. Nice finish. Nice finish on it with the backswing, just not deep enough. Just missed it.
Blake Perkins, who had himself a nice road trip.
You know what they're saying in the dugout to him? Little man hit it.
One more rep.
Of course, he's not a little man.
He is not anything but. They're talking about the Yankees. They're going to be coming in on that next homestand for the Brewers. Brewers go to St. Louis and then Pittsburgh. The Yankees and Rays come in on that next homestand to finish out the month of April. Perkins, beautiful piece of hitting for a knock. 3 hits yesterday. Got one in his first AB tonight.
Yeah, beautiful. You're right. He stayed on that one nicely and just kind of squirted it into left field. Shortstop playing up the middle. Stay hot, Blake. You see that changeup right on the edge. He goes right with it. Good piece of hitting.
8 for his last 20. So Blake Perkins aboard. Joey Ortiz is the hitter. Throw to first and back is Perkins.
4th hitter ready for the crew.
How about the news on longtime radio voice of the Yankees, John Sterling, deciding to hang him up?
Yeah, immediately he said, yeah. So he's not going to be coming to Milwaukee.
I don't believe so.
That's too bad.
Longtime duo of John Sterling and Susan Waldman. John Sterling calling it a career.
What a classy guy. He was here a couple of years ago. Spent a lot of time talking to him and Susan.
Always in a suit and tie.
Yep.
Always.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if it was 1,000,000 degrees outside. He was wearing a suit and tie.
Suit and tie doing radio.
That's right.
Yeah.
Heck of a career for John Sterling. Runner goes. Hit to the right side, a base hit. Perkins gets up. He's going to test the arm of Tatis. Got him at third.
Yeah, what a throw. My goodness.
Unbelievable throwing arm from Tatis. Perkins slid into second base. Got deked by Bogarts. Got up, tried to get to third, not in time.
Yeah, what a throw by Tatis. He's committed 3 errors in right field. How about that piece of hitting right there by Ortiz? I mean, beautiful piece of hitting. Just serves that one into right. Running on the pitch. He didn't look in. You can see Bogarts deking him there. That's what cost him the out. He did look out.
Tag right there just before the hand got on the bag. No challenge. Saw Joey Ortiz do that yesterday too. Shooting the ball through the right side. 5 hits for the Brewers in the first inning and 2/3.
I'll tell you, is that not a thing of beauty to watch? That hit and run like that. What a job by Ortiz just to pull the hands in, shoot it on the ground into right field. A lost art.
And that's the kind of offense that we've been seeing from this Brewers team over the last 10 days. Pieces of hitting like that. Saw Perkins get the base hit on a changeup, go the other way through the vacated area. And give credit to Bogarts on the deke. Without that, Brewers have first and third. 0-2 up and in.
Well, the danger of not looking in. Look at this piece of hitting by Ortiz. You tell me he's not thinking ground ball into the hole in the right field. Yes, he is.
Runner goes. It's fouled by Churio.
Not going to slow him down, is it? The danger of not looking in when you're running the bases, which leads me to believe it wasn't a hit and run. It was just a straight steal. Ortiz had a pitch to hit. He did. And Bogarts able to deke him and got the out at third base.
Never want to test that arm with Tatis. He's got a good one. Churio left field. Profar. Out of room. It's gone. Jackson Churio, home run number 3. All of his home runs coming at home.
They got a change up that time. He's for real, folks. A 1-2 pitch. And he knocked it out of the ballpark.
Now Contreras takes a strike right on the corner. Every one of his home runs coming on an off-speed pitch.
And 97 off the bat. And he's going to be a good one.
Had a slow road trip, did Jackson Chourio.
Well, for a 20-year-old, those things are going to happen. He's got to be patient with him. Going to have his good stretches, bad stretches. He's got to leave him alone and let him play.
We've said it a lot too, Rock, and I think the players have said it. How do you respond when the chips are down? I'd say he's responded very well.
Yeah, change up in. A mistake by Musgrove. Number 3 for Jackson Chourio.
And Contreras takes up and in. 2-2. 2-out homers are kind of the thing of the Padres. The Brewers taking a page out of their book. Wave and a miss. Chase the slider down and away. Second strikeout for Joe Musgrove. But Jackson Chourio, 20 years young. Home run number 3. The Brewers up 3 after 2.
Well, April 15 marks Jackie Robinson's historic Major League Baseball debut. Robinson's courage and determination in the face of adversity is as much an example now as ever before. Join baseball in commemorating Jackie Robinson Day and visit MLBtogether.com/42 to learn more.
Everybody in Major League Baseball celebrating the life and career of Jackie Robinson as Tyler Wade leads off for San Diego. 9-1-2 for the Padres. Check swing. They'll appeal it. Didn't go. I was reading an article today in MLB.com, Rock, about Jackie Robinson. And it feels like every year you come up with new information, right? I didn't know that Jackie Robinson has had 2 Hall of Fame plaques.
Yeah, you were telling me that today. That's something.
Squaring to bunt, laying it down. Contreras out in front, throws, got him. Nice play by Contreras. Better stretch by Hoskins.
Boy, how about that throw by Contreras? Got some pretty good throwing arms in the game right now, don't we? My goodness, we saw Tatis. How about that throw by William Contreras and a good stretch by Hoskins. He didn't stretch if that ball was in the air. Check it out. Yep, he sees it, then stretches, and they get the out.
Well, and usually a first baseman will opt to stretch kind of with the off foot because you want to give your catcher a target to throw to. A smart decision by Hoskins to stretch the traditional way.
You don't want to stretch too soon, because if it throws off the mark, you're kind of stuck.
Sometimes you'll see that first baseman on play up the line can straddle the bag almost. Left foot on the base. Fouled away by Bogarts.
You better be ready for a throw from William Contreras. That's a good guy to play catch with before the game to break a glove in.
Glove's a little tight. William, come on over.
He doesn't know how to throw at 50%.
Two-strike pitch to third base. Ortiz. That's the second out. Now a quick message from Bad Boy Mowers.
The fields, front lawns, and backyards of America. Bad Boy.
Ross at 30 pitches, 2 quick outs in this third inning for Fernando Tatis. Bounce to second base his first time up. His throw from the outfield, by the way, 96 miles an hour to get Perkins at third. Fly ball right field. Back Churio. He's there and makes the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning for Joe Ross on just 7 pitches.
Brewers and Padres opening up a series here on Jackie Robinson Day at American Family Field. Our time to check in with Rick Schlesinger, the Brewers president of business operations. And Rick, the team is only home for 3 days with some great ticket offers while the team is here to play the Padres, including for students. Yes, school is still in session, but great opportunities for students to come on a great deal.
Yeah, $9 ticket for college and high school students if they register on Brewers.com, sponsored by UW Credit Union. Wednesday is senior and kids discount day. A lot of good ticket deals for a short series. We're on the road, but come back, and we got the Yankees.
Yesterday was 414 Day. It's always a great day here in Milwaukee. And for the occasion, there's a brand new beer over at J. Line and Kugel's Barrel Yard. What can you tell us about Fresh Flavor Forward, exclusively here at American Family Field?
Easy for you to say. Yeah, it's a German wheat ale. We made a limited amount. We're going to start selling it this homestand, and it'll probably run out. I told them to save me a beer for Thursday because I don't drink during games, but I can have a beer on the off day.
Okay, so after the game on Wednesday, we'll see you at the Barrel Yard.
We'll go there.
Okay. All right, a victory beer hopefully after a series win, but thanks, Rick, for the time.
Sounds great. Save us one for after the game on Wednesday, too.
I mean, I can drink, on game day, after the game, of course. I mean, not before, but.
Yeah, why are we waiting until Thursday?
Yeah, load me up. Got the truck outside. Hey, by the way, you were talking about Jackie Robinson's 2 plaques.
Yes.
Explain.
So he originally had his plaque when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, 1962. Made his big league debut in 1947. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1962, got 77.5% of the vote. The original plaque, per Jackie, He said, I wanted to recognize my playing career. I don't want it to recognize what I did for the sport. So I want to earn it on the merit because of what I did on the field. And that's what his first plaque was dictating. Career numbers, all he did, the MVP in 49, batting champion, World Series appearances 6 different times, one in 1955. They went back and they rewrote his plaque. And it debuted in 2008, a brand new plaque. And I thought what was great, and you've seen these contemporary players that have gone in, say like Andre Dawson, he has Hawk on his plaque.
Yep.
Some of the nicknames, Ozzie Smith has the Wizard on his plaque. So Jackie Robinson, it's full name Jack Robinson, and then they have Jackie in parentheses. And then it talks about his accolades, but then at the bottom it talks about what he did for the sport. And his wife Rachel, daughter Sharon, they were integral in having it rewritten. Jeff Idelstein, who's been such a great ambassador of the sport of the Hall of Fame. So he is the only player who's ever had 2 plaques in the history of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, deservedly so. It's not just what he did for the sport of baseball, but sports in general, what he did for society, what he had to endure. Branch Rickey chose him for his courage and his restraint. He knew that it was going to be tough on him. He had to pick someone that would be able to take it. He did, graciously. You know, they always talk about, you ever been asked a question by somebody, if you could have lunch with anybody in history, dead or alive, I mean, who would you want to have lunch with? I mean, Jackie Robinson would be high on my list.
No doubt.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really amazing what he went through, the success that he had, and breaking the color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Something else.
Just an unbelievable athlete. Not just a baseball player, too. Track star, football player at UCLA.
Right.
Just an unbelievable human being. And we hear stories all the time. We celebrated the anniversary of Henry Aaron passing Babe Ruth on the road trip. And on April the 8th. And the things that he had to endure on his historic chase of history. We hear that a lot, courtesy of the guy next door, Bob Uecker, who was his roommate on the road. So we hear all these stories firsthand from what Henry had to deal with, and Jackie was the first man to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Opened the door for so many. Fly ball to left. Profar has a beat on it and makes the catch on the track. The Brewers have some really good swings against Musgrove tonight.
Yeah, they're sitting back on that breaking pitch. He's going to throw a lot of them. Yeah, the home run by Churio and a changeup. A lot of the base hits have come on breaking pitches. There's a curveball right here. This one up a little bit. You know, the curveball that Hoskins hit back in the first inning was down a little bit more. Profar playing deep, making that catch look easy.
Hoskins can't believe it. He's been stinging the ball the last weekend. Bryce Terang takes down and in. Bounced into a double play with the bases loaded in the first inning. First and second, 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Good speed on the bases. Frelick and Adames. And it's 2-0. Back-to-back changeups from Musgrove. Brewers with 3 runs on 7 hits against the Padres starter. Ground ball right side. Cronenworth gets 1. Throw to first, not in time to get Terang.
Yeah, good play by Cronenworth. His momentum going towards second base. Easy flip over there. And Terang able to beat it relatively easily at first base.
Shortstop by trade. Cronenworth, how about on the field right now? The Padres, every position player with the exception of their pitcher Musgrove and their catcher Campusano, at some point played shortstop in their career. Everybody.
Yeah.
There goes Terang. Down and away, and Terang will just walk into second base.
Well, the Brewers have 3 guys in their infield that have played shortstop.
3's really good.
Yeah, it's a lot.
8th stolen base for Bryce Terang. And Sanchez takes a strike. Sanchez who caught this Padres staff last year. 19 home runs in San Diego. Just missed back in the 2nd inning. Half swing and a miss. One and two on Gary Sanchez. Pitch count climbing on Musgrove. One hopper to Kim. Takes his time and throws out Sanchez. Brewers, a couple of men on base. Stranded pair on our way to the 4th in Milwaukee.
Love the story, and I continue to love the story. You know what I mean? I buy the shirts. I bought a shirt at Baseballism the other day. You know what I mean? Jackie Robinson. You know, like I bought one for Ricky and for Ozzie and for Quentin. You know, like I just love what he represents, and think about the nonsense of what baseball was thinking before that. You know, or for that matter, the whole country. But you know, like this is just. It's incredible. It's a great celebration.
Nailed it right on the head. Pat Murphy, his comments about Jackie Robinson and his impact on the sport, impact on life.
Yeah, no kidding. Every aspect of life he touched, and his family.
And Joe Ross back to work in this 4th inning. And that's high. 2 balls, no strikes. Let's bring in Sophie, who's got a little bit more on Pat Murphy and his comments about Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, we've been talking to Murph before the game in his office every day, and he has a collage of photos of some of his favorite players, and there's a great photo of Jackie Robinson on the field making a dive, and with the quote, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives." And I think that is a quote that really resonates with Murph, and you see that in his leadership style, how he connects with people across the game. And there you go, there's Murph in his Jackie Robinson 42 shirt that he mentioned about buying for his coaching staff with that picture. And he said, you know, when baseball became his life, just as a baseball fan, he dove into the history of the game. No one better than the story of Jackie Robinson. And he said he thinks about so many of his favorite players that he grew up watching, and how Jackie Robinson opened the door for so many of his favorite players as a fan, as a historian, and just the impact that he's had. So great to see Murph sharing his perspective on that, and it's a reminder in his office every single day.
That's ball 4 on Cronenworth to open up this 4th inning. And if you haven't seen Murph's office, and there are a lot of people that haven't seen Murph's office, but I'll take you behind the curtain a little bit. He is a minimalist in terms of what he puts up around his office.
Right.
So what he has available for you to see, to have that be Jackie Robinson right there in the middle, means how much of an impact he has had on his life.
No doubt about that. Murph's a deep thinker. I mean, he really is. I mean, he's done a heck of a job with the Brewers, but he's a baseball historian. He knows the game and the history of it. I just hope that the history of this game is not lost on some of the young folks that are playing right now.
Very well said, Rock. Throw to first, and back is Cronenworth. First walk issued by Joe Ross. Opening up this inning to Jake Cronenworth. Machado took a called third strike in the second. One of 3 strikeouts for Ross. Pitching against his former organization for the first time since 2019. Cronenworth, a good lead. Machado fouls it back to our right. Up and into the press area.
He's had really good command of that fastball tonight, hadn't he? That pitch in on Machado's hands. Remember, he caught him looking on a fastball away.
Machado, who has been as dialed in as anybody at the plate, riding that 8-game hitting streak, and takes up and in. 2 balls and a strike. Machado coming into today, one of only 2 players on the roster that have ever faced Joe Ross. 2-1, a wave and a miss, snap throw to first, not in time.
This is Ross's 3rd career start against San Diego. Not too many. None of the guys that he's facing today were on the team back then. He's 1-0 with a 180 earned run average. And check out Contreras. He's been doing a lot of that, helping keep those runners close.
2-2 on Machado. Poked at, shallow left center, long run. Anybody going to get there? No. Adames fires it into second base. Just a dying quail into shallow left center for Manny Machado. Runners around the corners for Jurickson Profar.
Yeah, just throwing the bat out there, just doing what he can to put the ball in play. Pretty good slider off the plate. Look at Machado just trying to get something on that baseball, and he did. And just out of the reach of Willie at short. That's a heck of a pitch. Not much you can do about that.
Blake Perkins in center field can't get to it. Nobody's going to get to it. 3 hits allowed by Ross, 2 of them with 2 strikes, and 2 very similar fashion. Jackson Merrill and Manny Machado just dumping it behind the shortstop. Could use a ground ball from Profar. And he opens up with ball 1. That's down and in. Hook the slider. It's 2-0. Profar with elite plate discipline. Two pitches in this sequence. The first and that one that could have been strikes.
Lance Barksdale's been given that low strike, not the high strike so far.
So 3-0 on Profar. That's a strike. Just did catch the edge. Big at bat this time of the game. Top of the fourth. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string with a slider.
Yeah, that's a heck of a pitch. Profar looking fastball. Went with a slider, was out of the zone. But he committed. Let's see if Machado takes off here. He's not a guy that runs a whole lot. We'll see.
There's Kim on deck. 3-2. He stays put. Popped him up. Left field side. Ortiz into foul ground for the catch. Machado goes about halfway with nobody covering at first base. Not going anywhere. That's a huge first out.
Yeah, no kidding. And now you get your ground ball. Get out of this mess. Although Kim, he can run. Tough to double him up.
Kim, a single to left, had the first hit of the game for the Padres in the second inning. See if Ross can pitch his way out of trouble in the fourth. He's got that good sinker. Let it go to work. Swing and a miss. Threw him a slider on pitch number 1.
That's a nasty pitch. Really late breaking. Not a big break, but very late, quick.
Ground ball second base. Terang. They'll get one. Throw to first. Not in time. As you mentioned, Rock, Kim too fast. He beats it out and the Padres get on the board.
I'm surprised it was that close. Although he did get jammed, and a lot of times when a hitter gets jammed, it takes him a while to get out of the box. A little bit of a late break out of that box. Check it out. Get jammed. I didn't think it was even going to be this close, but look at the throw by Adames, making it a bang bang play. Yep, he beat it.
Just did beat it. Brewers do not challenge. Missed the double play by that much. The Padres take advantage of that leadoff walk. And Kim on the bases. He will run over at first. Jackson Merrill at the plate. And Merrill to center field. Perkins has a bead on it. He will call off Frelick. And the inning is over. A run and a hit, one left for San Diego. It's brought to you by Freighter Medical College of Wisconsin. Brewers scoring in a number of different ways. This time stealing a run yesterday against Baltimore. And the next time taking advantage of some bad defense.
Scoring a lot of different ways, aren't they? And everybody contributing. I'll tell you, Bryce Terang is a different player, a different hitter this year. I mean, playing with a lot of confidence. He's always has been really good on defense.
Ground ball to second. Bogarts throws out Perkins.
And I mentioned Terang because he was just showing him bunting there, and a pretty good bunt. You don't see many guys be able to drop down bunts anymore, but Terang does it beautifully.
You lay down one or two of those a week, get a base hit out of it. I mean, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And it puts pressure on the defense. I think that's the biggest thing that this Brewers team does. They pressure the defense more than they have in years past.
Although they are hitting home runs, they don't rely on them.
Liner to left by Ortiz, and it's caught by Profar.
And that's a good thing because you know what? When you face really good pitching, which the Brewers are going to be facing, they got a lot of series against top-notch teams coming up. A lot of times you're not going to be able to hit the home runs. You got to be able to score other ways, and the Brewers have been able to do that.
The Brewers are in the middle of a gauntlet right now with their schedule. You go out pretty much to the All-Star break. It is as tough a schedule as there is in the first half. Brewers go to St. Louis after this, then Pittsburgh, come back. You got the Yankees and Rays, then go to Chicago against the Cubs. This one out to right. Back Tatis. Got it right at the wall. Churio just missing his second home run of the day. Brewers go in order for the first time tonight. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is brought to you by Habish and Rotier, personal injury attorneys, national reputation, hometown service, and by Cousins Subs. We believe in better. The legendary Jackie Robinson celebrating his life on Jackie Robinson Day. Ground ball third base side and a base hit for Luis Campusano. Got it by the dive of Ortiz. And off the glove of Adames, so leadoff single on the first pitch, thrown by Joe Ross.
Yeah, second straight inning, the Padres have been able to get their leadoff hitter aboard. This one put in a perfect spot out of the reach of Ortiz, and even if Willie catches that one, he doesn't have a play.
Put it right in the right spot. 4 hits for San Diego, 3 of them placed perfectly. Tyler Wade is the hitter representing the tying run. He's the number 9 hitter. Fifth total base runner for San Diego. 2 of the top 5 offenses in the league the first couple of weeks. It's a 3-1 game in inning number 5. That's a strike.
We showed the graphic where the Brewers have been at the top of the leaderboard in runs scored. This is only game number 15. This is the 20th game for San Diego.
20 games. They've been playing a ton. Of course, they started in South Korea before everybody else. The Brewers were playing spring training. Everybody's playing spring training. The Padres and the Dodgers went overseas, opened up their season, played 2 exhibition games and 2 regular season games against LA. A lot of miles traveled for San Diego this year.
Yes, sir.
Liner to right, a base hit, hung the slider. Wade's got a knock. First and second for the top of the order now for the Padres.
And the second time through for the Padres against Joe Ross, going much better for them. That breaking ball just hanging up there, not doing a whole lot, right down the middle of the plate. He centers on it. And now the top of the order coming up with men on base.
Xander Bogaerts 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to third. Good first year in San Diego for Bogaerts, switching positions to second base full time in 2024. Swing and a miss.
I think I said game number 20. It's game number 19. Bad math.
Tomorrow will be 20. Don't let the details get in the way of a good story, Rock.
There should be no math in this.
Off the end of the bat, shallow center, long run. Perkins can't get there. Base hit, station to station for San Diego. And now you got to deal with the thump. Well, how many flares have fallen for the Padres?
How many? Yeah, a bunch of them. And here comes Chris Hook. Got jammed, but able to center on it and just dumps it into shallow center field. Infield hit. Line drive by Wade, and then a Texas leaguer by Bogaerts. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Making good pitches, and Chris Hook out to chat with Joe Ross while they discuss the plan against Tatis. A quick word from Gruber Law Offices.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Call Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
To say that Ross is in a jam would be an understatement.
Again, he was in a jam last inning. Only allowed the 1 run.
Brewers bullpen is quiet. Ross has thrown a good ball game. Campusano, not a lot of speed at third. That helps a little. Wade at second, Bogaerts at first. Tatis 0 for 2. And hits one to second base. That'll get a run home as Terang gets the only out at first base.
Well, he likes that first pitch, doesn't he? All 3 times going after the first pitch. Got jammed that time. And just ate him up inside on that fastball. But able to get a run across.
And move runners to second and third in the process. That's a good team AB from Tatis. Picks up his 13th RBI. Now it's Cronenworth. A fly out and a walk. Tying run 90 feet away. And missed high for ball 1. Six hits for the Padres. I'd say 2 have been hit well. Ross has thrown a good ball game. Now it's his job to get out of it. And that's off the glove of Contreras. That will allow a run to score on a rare pass ball from William Contreras.
Yeah, that's one he just clanked. You don't see that very often from William Contreras. Fastball up, but one that he certainly should have had right off the thumb of the glove, and a run in. Go ahead run now at third base.
Another gimme by this Brewers team. Now the infield comes up. Bogaerts at third. 2-0 to Cronenworth. Check swing low. Didn't go. And I believe the Padres are checking on a potential catcher's interference on William Contreras. Angel Hernandez, first base umpire, coming down, putting the listening device in.
On a check swing.
Let's take a look.
San Diego was challenging. There was catcher's interference.
Looked like there was. Looks like he hit the glove, but it was a check swing.
And there's no doubt that there's contact. I mean,
but is that a swing?
All you need is contact.
That's not something you see very often, a check swing.
No, I mean, he's so late. It's almost as if he just swung right at the glove. The baseball was in the glove at the time that Contreras made the catch. So Cronenworth was already saying, hey, challenge his play. The baseball's already in the glove.
Yeah, right.
But I think that's inconsequential on this play. Lance Barksdale chatting with Jake Cronenworth as they listen to the folks in New York. Cronenworth's taking off his gear.
This is a new one on me. I've never seen a catcher's interference on a check swing. Ever.
That is such a late swing. Again, take a look. There's no doubt that there's contact with the bat and the glove right there.
Yeah, right.
Cronenworth appears as if he's ready to go to first base, but you need the official call from the folks back in New York on a challenge. But any contact that the bat has with the glove or any part of the catcher, that whether it's a check swing or not, that is catcher's interference.
Yeah, can't do it.
It's a tough sequence for William Contreras.
Yeah,
pass ball, now a catcher's interference.
Now an error. But you're right, the ball is in the glove when the contact is made.
Now what's to prevent somebody from swinging really late after he's already made a catch and just chop down?
Yeah.
If that's the case.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. There was catcher's interference. The batter reported first base.
So catcher's interference is granted to Jake Cronenworth. That may help out the Brewers, though. Sets up a potential double play to get out of the inning, but another misplay by Contreras.
Well, it would have been a 3-ball count. Might have walked him anyway at some point. Just saving some pitches, but you got a tough customer at the plate, but a double play candidate.
Manny Machado, the hitter. Machado, base hit and a strikeout. He takes down and away. Hit into 20 double plays last year, did Machado. Ross suddenly in trouble. Tie game. Machado throw to first and back in time is Cronenworth. Hoskins slapping the tag down on Cronenworth's hand.
Well, he loves to use that throwing arm, does William Contreras. Clearly safe. It's one way to keep guys close at first base.
Ball and a strike on Machado. And that one hit towards the middle. Terang fields backhand flip. They don't get anybody.
Yeah. Probably should have just taken an easy out at second base as opposed to trying to turn 2. Another error this inning. That one's going to be on Terang. Be an RBI for Machado. Padres take a lead. And defense is letting down Joe Ross in this inning. He's got to get one. Would have been an impossible double play.
Going to Going to rule that a base hit for Machado. Pick up a run batted in. This one yanked fouled on the right field line.
No error, huh? I think they just flip it to second base. They get it out there. Would have been close. So no error.
Padres take the lead and have only hit one ball hard in the inning. Swing and a miss by Profar. Finally placed and taking advantage of some misplays defensively from Milwaukee. A rare thing on a Loctite defense.
Man, think about this inning. The way the baseballs have been hit. Nothing hit all that hard except for the one. That was Wade.
Wheel back towards second. Nobody there. A 3-run fifth so far for San Diego. Profar fouls it away. For 2 for Jerks and Profar. And meanwhile, Joe Musgrove, who had a 5-pitch 4th inning, been sitting in that dugout for a while. Oh, 2 again. High.
Yeah, Joe Russ got to be out there thinking how to give up 3 runs in this inning.
He's made some really good pitches.
He has.
Musgrove doing everything he can to try and stay loose in that Padre dugout. Got him looking. Changeup and a rare one from Joe Ross.
Well, so something they haven't seen a whole lot of. That is a perfect changeup right on the outside corner at the knees. Again, Lance Marksdale's given that low strike, not so much the high one.
Perfect pitch with the changeup, just the second one he's thrown all night. William Contreras slowing things down. Ross, who's working pretty hard in this inning, back-to-back innings where he's thrown 19 pitches. Trying to get through this 5th inning with no further damage.
First and third has allowed him to keep that pitch count down.
Eighth man to hit in the frame, Ha-Seong Kim, and a warning to make sure that Kim is looking at Ross before coming set. Kim squares the bunt and takes a tight strike. RBI fielder's choice last time for Kim to put the Padres on the board for the first time. Ross missing his spot to make it 1-1. Laid off the slider. Brewers got a good start yesterday from Colin Ray. Bullpen's in pretty good shape coming into this series against the Padres. 2-1. It's low. It's 3-1, and Ross, who'd been working ahead of everybody in the first 4 innings, working from behind in the 5th.
Yeah, just can't seem to get that slider, at least the Ha-Seong Kim, close enough to get a swing. 3rd time through the order.
And a strike. Again, missed his spot, but got the call. Put runners in action.
Supposed to be inside. Caught the outside corner. A lot of times you don't get that call.
Time called by Ha-Seong Kim. And are we going to get a pitch timer violation? Yes. Pitch timer violation on Joe Ross when he had Kim on the ropes. It's going to lead to a walk, and the 9th man to hit in the inning will be Jackson Merrill.
Yeah, these are the times where the pitch clock can really be in the favor of the hitter. Yeah, big pitch, couple of men on, 2 outs. Took a little bit too much time.
You can see the frustration on the face of Joe Ross. Now you deal with the 20-year-old Jackson Merrill. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Liner foul left side. This kid's got a good approach at the plate.
Yeah, he does. Seems like he wants to shoot everything up the middle and to left field. Stays on it pretty well.
Brewers bullpen starts to heat up. Long inning for Ross. That's outside.
Tried that change up.
Thiago Vieira. First time in any inning Joe Ross has thrown more than 20 pitches. He's grinding. Merrill, shallow center. Perkins can't get there. 2 runs will score. Throw goes to third. It's a 5-run 5th for San Diego.
Another jam shot. Well, you get jam shots on pitches up mostly. And that was a fastball up in the zone. Got it down on the trademark. And able to muscle it out there in the center field just in front of Perkins. A disastrous inning for Joe Ross, and nothing hit all that hard.
Not at all. He's making good pitches. Unfortunately, the Padres making a lot of contact. 10th man to hit in the inning is Luis Campusano. He led off with an infield single. In an inning that is approaching 30 pitches for Ross. Brewers trailing by 3. Swing and a miss. That was a big cut from Campusano. Fly ball foul. That slider just does not have the same action in this 5th inning as it had in the previous 4.
You know, these high pitch innings really wear a pitcher out. A lot of times the breaking pitches suffer.
Oh, 0-2 trying to end this inning. Liner to left. Frelick fields it on a bounce. One more coming across for the Padres. A 2-strike base hit from Campusano.
Top spin liner out there to left. Well, Pat Murray, you got to be thinking it might be the end of the night for Ross. This one hit that one pretty hard, but it had some top spin on it. Thought for a minute that Frelick might go after it, but he plays it safe. Remember that line drive against Cincinnati that he dove for that went to the wall and ended up being a inside the park home run? That might have been in his mind right there.
Joe Ross, some bad luck in this 5th inning. Padres still hitting, and Thiago Vieira being summoned out of the Brewers bullpen. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook, a new era of sports betting. And sponsored in part by Northwestern Mutual, the official financial planning partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Yep, that's how we all feel. What's going on in this inning? What happened? Thiago Vieira coming in for Milwaukee. Gruber Law Offices, one call that's all called to the bullpen. He's been good for the Brewers, trying to stop the bleeding on the Padres right now.
Yeah, hard throw out of that bullpen. And we saw Vieira, last on Friday against Baltimore, 2 scoreless innings. Yeah, but hit a walk, couple of strikeouts. Lost his 2nd career save earlier this month against Seattle. That was a 3-inning save by Vieira. You can see his numbers pretty good. 3 walks, 7 punchouts in 6 innings.
Vieira threw 50 pitches in that outing to pick up the save. That was Sunday of last week. And they didn't pitch again until Friday against Baltimore, as you mentioned. Tyler Wade singled already in the inning. He's the 11th man to come to the plate. And he takes ball 1. Just a lot of bad luck for Joe Ross in this inning. Everything finding holes, all singles for the Padres, all 9 of them. It's outside.
And a lot of times those Texas leaguers, those soft flies over the infield are because of high pitches in the zone. You got to credit San Diego for putting the bat on them. Those pitches are down. They're not so much jam shots into the outfield. They might be ground balls. But I think they were up in the zone by design. He's gotten a lot of mileage so far in the early going this year on high fastball.
Strike 2 on Wade. Padres have scored on a pass ball in the inning, an RBI ground out, an RBI fielder's choice, and a couple of base hits. 2-2. Swing and a miss, gets by Contreras. Covering at first is Hoskins, and finally the inning is over. San Diego scores 6 times. Brewers gonna have to play some catch up. Hometown Heroes heals hearts and builds bonds for the children of fallen military. To learn more, visit camphometownheroes.org. Brewers playing some catch up. 7-3 San Diego. A lot of time left. This Brewers offense been scoring runs like no problem. It's going to have to start with Contreras and the rest of the middle of the order. Musgrove was sitting on that dugout for a long time.
Yeah, 7 runs, 9 hits for San Diego, all singles.
It's inside. High strike, as you mentioned, Rockets, just not there.
No, he's not giving that pitch. He's been consistent with it.
That's ball 4. Got to start somewhere. Why not a leadoff walk?
Yeah, he sat there a long time. Take advantage of it. Get a couple of men on. Maybe somebody get a hold of one.
Sal Frelick is the hitter. There's some action in the Padre bullpen. Nobody playing catch yet, but some stretching. Frelick takes down and in. 5 straight out of the zone to start the inning from Musgrove. Frelick started the 3rd with a hit, got stranded at third base. High again. Nothing like sitting in a dugout for almost 30 minutes without throwing a pitch.
Yeah, now Bogarts wants to come out and have a little chat with his starting pitcher.
Make him wait a little longer. How about a quick message from Wendy's? See if the powwow on the mound did any good for Joe Musgrove. 4-run lead, 2-0 on Sal Frelick. Landed the strike. Ground ball caught on the fly, as a matter of fact, by Cronenworth. Good job of Contreras getting back.
Yeah, didn't even have to move. Got that one down on the hand a little bit. Didn't hit it all that well. Right at Cronenworth, positioned perfectly.
Now Adames. First swing of the inning for a Brewer. Adames on base twice, a single and a walk. Hits it down the right field line, foul. For every Brewers RBI this season, Northwestern Mutual funding 5 hours of childhood cancer research. 3 RBIs in the game. Willie's got 1. Jackson Churrio's got a pair and a 2-run homer. Mention the approach the Brewers have had over the last week and a half or so at the plate. If you eliminate that high fastball, see it up, leave it alone.
Yeah, because it's not going to be called even if it's close. Let it go until you get 2 strikes. Brewers haven't had this kind of a deficit too much this year. That first game against the Reds.
Down 8-0 at one point, brought it to a 1-run contest. Good take.
Yeah, the approach has been really good by everybody for Milwaukee so far. Swinging at strikes.
Adames has been especially patient. Never a strike, never even considered it to be a strike. It's 3-2 with Hoskins on deck. Trying to get back into it. Ball 4. A couple of walks in the inning.
And he went with a breaking ball and a 3-2 count. 3-2 count, already 1 walk in the inning with a 4-run lead. Tells you all you need to know about Musgrove and his ability to throw the breaking pitch. That's his best pitch.
Hoskins is there, and with the Brewers, what they've done this year with the offense, averaging 6.5 runs a game, tied for the best in the league. A lot of top threes there. Hoskins let it go. He's thrown so many off-speed pitches.
Yeah, that batting average of runners in scoring position, that includes a 2 for 17 yesterday.
Brewers 2 for 7 tonight, as you see. Got the breaking ball that time, so pitching backwards a bit for his standards. Musgrove in the sequence. Hoskins is singled and lined out. Fouled away. Back to the fastball. Since the beginning of the 2020 season, only 2 pitchers have thrown more breaking balls than Joe Musgrove. They're his teammates, Yu Darvish and Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
And foul back again. And Hoskins has seen 4 fastballs in the sequence. Just 1 off-speed pitch. The Brewers will see Cease tomorrow. Darvish pitched last night against the Dodgers.
Darvish has made 5 starts already. This is Musgrove's 5th start.
Ground ball left side. That could be 2. They go to second for 1, and it is 2. 6 for 3. A couple of walks for the Brewers, but the double play kills the rally.
The Brewers Community Foundation harnesses the pride, passion, and commitment of fans, players, and other supporters to positively impact the community. You can join us in making a difference for families and children throughout Greater Milwaukee by continuing to support BCF, and you can go to brewers.com/BCF and donate now.
Thank you so much, Sophia. Good night to be at the ballpark. Hopefully the Brewers have some runs left in them. We're playing the 6th inning. Top of the order, Xander Bogaerts leads off with strike 1. Bogaerts a base hit as part of that 6-run 5th inning. Fly ball right field. Jackson Chourio the first out. Fernando Tatis Jr. coming up. StatCast powered by Google Cloud. This is his outfield assist Back in the second inning. 96 miles an hour on the throw.
Yeah, right on the money as well. Yeah, good tag over there at third base by Wade, but he's always had a terrific throwing arm.
First pitch to Tatis. First time in the game that he hasn't offered at the first pitch of an at-bat.
Remember over the years when Adames and Tatis were both playing shortstop in the same game? Who's got the better of the two arms?
Like a game of burnout.
Yeah, no kidding.
Willie's had some good throws today from short. Not quite 96. Don't have time to crow hop and throw.
96 from right field. Yeah.
2-1 on Tatis. Way up and in with a breaking ball. Spun out of the hands of Vieira. Look out.
Yeah. Breaking pitch, easy to get out of the way. Easy for me to say. I saw it all the way from up here.
3-1. Careful here. Thiago Vieira. That one up and in again with a breaking ball. 2 in a row. The slider that just slipped out of his hands.
Yeah. And no intent right there. I think Tatis realizes that was just one that got away.
The Padres and the Dodgers had a scuffle a couple of days ago. Brewers have had a couple of scuffles, but that one, again, a slider, back-to-back pitches that Thiago Vieira just didn't have a grip on. Jake Cronenworth at the plate. First time that Tatis has reached. And Cronenworth, broken back ground ball. Should be 2. Terang, tag. They get the out on Tatis. Saves the double play.
They did the right thing. You know, tag the runner going to second base and then make the throw to first. Check it out. Took a while for Cronenworth to get out of the box. Lost it when he was trying to make the transfer. Tatis did the right thing by stopping.
Machado again. 2 for 3. Infield RBI single in the 5th. 9-game hitting streak now for Machado. Vieira held on to that slider. Made sure of it. Didn't get the call from Angel Hernandez on the check swing. 2-0. Vieira's rare command misfires. Easy 97 from Thiago. Got him. Good slider from Thiago Vieira. Strikes out Manny Machado. Vieira puts up a 0 in the 6th.
Hey, let's check out tonight's Time of the Game winner. It's Miller's Hillside Pub in Coloma. If they call the Brewers by 10 o'clock tomorrow, they get 40 tickets to a Friday night game in the Miller Lite Beer Pen. This offer courtesy of the Tavern League of Wisconsin and Miller Lite. It's an early one tonight.
Is there ever a bad time for the
I'm
Tavern of the Game?
I'm just saying, we usually do it later on. It kind of caught me by surprise.
Cheers to that, gentlemen. Prost. Cheers, that's right.
Milwaukee Bears jersey.
Love it.
Did you welcome back Dan Keener, our producer?
I haven't yet. Great to have Dan Keener back, at least for 3 days.
Been doing Bucks. Back with us here tonight.
Terang to left. Caught. Profar, nice sliding catch. Takes a hit away from Bryce Terang.
So maybe Dan Keener is going to start a trend where we do Tavern of the Game a little bit earlier.
Maybe. If we do a Tavern in the 4th at some point, then I'm really going to be suspicious.
Be a little early. 6th, that's fine. On the heels of the sausage race.
It's got to be post 5th inning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anything post 5th inning is when you can get the Tavern in. Bratwurst, your winner today, by the way, in the famous racing sausages race.
Sometimes we have to crowbar the Tavern of the Game. Jam it in late.
Yep. Time and place. Oh, look out. 2-1. Good usage of the term crowbar, Rob.
Yeah, right.
It's good. That's a strike. 2-2 on Sanchez. Enyel De Los Santos, right-hander getting loose, a swing and a miss. Sanchez gone on strikes. That's just the 3rd strikeout for Musgrove. Blake Perkins coming up means we get to check in with Sophia down on the field.
Yeah, Blake Perkins has reached safely in every game. This is his 7th start of the season, all coming in center field. Made his major league debut last year, and it was a quiet season for him offensively, a .217 average for him, but made starts in all 3 outfield spots. And Pat Murphy said that it's been Blake Perkins that's really been tremendous and maybe the best surprise here early in the season of the first 2 weeks. And he said, you know, there's been 2 times, including yesterday, where Blake Perkins tried to drop down and bunt, and then the next pitch homered. So he said opposing teams are probably thinking, what is going on with this guy's plan? But he said Blake has really benefited from the experience that he got last year, just the awareness, he said, the awareness of what it takes to prepare for every game, whether you're in the starting lineup or not. He goes through the same routine to prepare himself every day and just building confidence. So Blake Perkins off to a good start offensively.
Great stuff, Sophia. And considering he started on opening day and didn't play again until the 7th of April, kudos to Blake Perkins for being ready. Little Miss enjoying the ball game right in the front row. Nice seats. Thiago Vieira back out there for the Brewers in the 7th inning. Brewers trailing 7-3. How about we give some credit to the Brewers grounds crew? When you look at this field, you would never know that there were 2 concerts at American Family Field Friday and Saturday. This place is immaculate.
Yeah, Ryan Woodley and his group. Not sure how much sleep they got, but they certainly did a bang-up job getting this place ready.
Sold out both nights. I believe that his crew got none sleep.
Yeah, right. 2 days.
24-hour shifts for some. Kudos to them. Great job. Quick 3-day homestand, and then I think they can rest a bit over the weekend.
This place always looks great. Even under adversity with 2 concerts. Yeah.
Stage was out in center field. There's a strike on Profar. Best stage manager in the league, Ray Hoffman, was here. She enjoyed Luke Combs, what, Saturday night? Friday night.
That's
show
number
1.
That's a pretty good seats. Did you see the video?
Oh, yeah. Great seats.
I think she was leaning on the stage.
I think so, too. Did you get a T-shirt? One of the strings from the guitar? Just a great time. There's Renee, Mama Bear. She's the best.
Yep.
Line down the right field line, foul.
Renee has been stage manager here for now 28 years.
It's amazing she started when she was 6.
Yeah. Not sure what we do without her. Kind of the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Den mother. Kind of keeps us in line. Which is not easy sometimes. Clears the booth when we need it. It's kind of a popular place, you know.
Oh, yeah. Popped up, foul territory. Contreras has it. You know how they have the scouting scale? It's 20 to 80 grade, right? 80 grade being the best possible. The feel that Renee has is an 80 grade on when just timing of everything, timing of when people may need to get out of the booth. 80 grade.
Especially when BA's here.
His pass list is very, very long.
Oh, everybody wants to come in here and say hello. They want to talk to him. I mean, he's big time.
I know.
I mean, I say that with all respect.
It's true.
They need their BA time. Yeah.
It is limited these days. It is a little quieter when I'm on this side. Now we got a good group. Very lucky. One out, and the 2-1 count on Ha-Seong Kim. Oh, look out. You can hear Kim grunting all the way up here. Spun him out.
Even with all the armor on the arm. Check it out. Was it that close? Not that close.
Lands a slider for a strike. These are really important appearances for a guy like Thiago Vieira. Eating innings, saving your bullpen.
When you do well in these spots, you're going to get more important innings, right? With the lead.
Yanked foul.
You've got to earn the primetime innings.
Remember last year when Elvis Peguero first came up from AAA, these were kind of the innings that he would get early, and then he became the 7th inning guy, 8th inning guy, high leverage.
Abner
Uribe, very similar. Fouled again by Kim. 8th pitch of the sequence. And that one is ball 4. Another wayward slider from Thiago Vieira. Take a look at our Toyota game reset. Brewers had a 3-0 lead in this one until the 4th. Jackson Churrio's 2-run homer, his 3rd of the season. Padres with a 6-run 5th inning. 6 singles. Only one of them hit hard. Runner started and stopped, and a swing and a miss by Merrill.
A lot of flares in the outfield.
Nine hits, all singles for San Diego. Down and in. Nice play by Contreras. Part of that 5th inning. A catcher's interference on William Contreras. There was a pass ball that allowed a run to score. Full of uncharacteristic mistakes from William. Runner goes. Hit foul.
Yeah, he was off and running before Vieira got rid of the baseball. Before he even started. No chance for William Contreras. Fortunately, it got fouled off.
Brewers have Jared Koenig getting ready in the bullpen. There is a baseball in left center. Time called. That's Koenig. Called out a couple of days ago. And J.B. Bukowskis landed on the injured list. Lat strain in his back of his right shoulder. JB was throwing the ball well. It's outside.
The Brewers so far have been able to cover some pretty significant injuries to the pitching staff. Devin Williams, Brandon Woodruff, Miley was on the injured list. Trevor McGill.
It's up high. McGill rehab assignment a couple of days ago in Nashville. He's on his way back. Nasty concussion right after the opening series. Throw to first, and back is Kim. Kim goes, fouled away. Another slider from Vieira. Willie Adames pat on the backside. You've been working out, huh, Kim? Try it again. That can get tiring, right? I mean,
hey, they're young.
Recover quick.
I mean, they will, yeah. Even after, arriving at 4 a.m.
There he goes. 3-2. Fly ball center field. Perkins. Heels on the track. Makes the catch. 2 away for Campusano, and now a quick word from Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
April 4th through May 30th, win one of 4 Toyota GR86s or a Toyota Supra. $800,000 sports car series, only at Potawatomi.
Campusano, 2 hits in the 5th inning. 2 for 2 in 1 inning. A foul. Campusano snapping an 0 for 14 with his base hit in the 5th to start the frame. It's up and in. Pat Murphy would love to get Vieira through this 7th inning. To center field, shallow. It's Terang who makes the catch. It's another 0 for Thiago Vieira in the 7th. Time to stretch.
Hey, don't miss half-off Brewers tickets at Kids and Seniors Discount Days on Wednesday. Fans ages 14 and under or 60 and older. And they get select seats for just 50% off, courtesy of WPS Health Insurance. Visit brewers.com/tickets to get yours.
Business person special coming up on Wednesday. It's a weather day too, right?
Yeah.
The kiddos?
Kids love that, don't they?
I love it. I love the science experiments.
You're going to be here early for it?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
No BP or anything on the field?
No. Not when they're exploding stuff, carbon dioxide.
Of course, teams
things.
really don't take batting practice on day games.
Not many. Eniel De Los Santos takes over out of the Padre bullpen. First pitch slider on Joey Ortiz. I love all those science experiments that have to do with weather.
You're a weather guy?
I don't know about that, but I like science experiments.
You must have loved the eclipse.
It was pretty cool being in the path where it was about 95%.
I was going to say, yeah.
Coverage in Cincinnati. It got pretty dark. They kept hitting, though.
It did not here. Didn't get dark here.
Ortiz pops it up. Bogarts for the first out. Check out tonight's T-Mobile coverage cam. Jackson Churio in the second inning. Another off-speed pitch that he goes deep on.
Change up, down and in. Golfs it on out of here. Number 3 for Churio.
Churio again, 2 for 3. Singled, scored in the first, homered in the second, flied out to deep right in the fourth. Tell you, Musgrove, after his first 3 innings, he really settled in, did not give up a hit after the third.
Yes, he did. Brewers had him on the ropes in the second inning. Had the first 2-1 in the third inning, and then he settled down nicely.
And even in the first, after they got their first run, they had the bases loaded, only 1 out, but a double play squelched the rally. Brewers have hit into a pair of double plays. Padres doing what they do, come from behind, have gritty at bats.
Hey, we were talking to our buddy Mark Grant, who is the TV analyst for the Padres, and I had him come over here and describe his team. And you know, for about 20 minutes, he was sitting over. They said, "We're gritty. There's mud."
Look at those danglers off the side of his glasses, so that they stay in front of him if he takes them off. That's quite the look.
Or if they fall off.
Yeah.
There's mud.
He doesn't have a lot of cushioning to keep those glasses other than his earlobes, right? Head kind of resembles the baseball. I love mud. Ground ball towards the middle. Play by Bogarts, throws on the run, and Churio's out.
Mark Grant's one of the good guys in this game. I mean, there are a lot of really great, fantastic people that we come across, but Mark Grant, great at his job. He's a really good analyst. He's been at it a long time. I think he said like 29 years.
Yep.
For the Padres. He was a pitcher in his career, Giants. Good sinker.
Mm-hmm. Told us earlier today that when he was trying to make a comeback on the mound, was in the Mariners organization. As Contreras takes a strike, and one of his teammates was Bryce Terang's dad.
Yeah.
And Mud's one of the best. So working with Jesse Agler, who is usually on the radio side. Don Orsillo on assignment this week.
Assignment?
Yeah, he's working somewhere else. On assignment.
Okay.
So Bob Scanlon and Tony Gwynn Jr. handling the radio.
Yeah, T. Gwynn. Had a nice chat with him. He's doing well.
This could be trouble. Base hit for Contreras. The ball is thrown away, and Williams going to have to hustle back made a step towards second base, so he made sure to get back. And that base hit for William Contreras will extend his hitting streak to 11.
Well, he put it in play and able to reach. You can see where Wade Jr. is playing behind the bag. I mean, he was way back. Not sure why you throw it, but he did. Good backup by Tatis.
Frelick takes a strike. One out of three for Sal. Oh, and 2.
You know, Mark Grant and I both worked with Matt Vasgersian.
No kidding.
Which is quite the experience.
You both survived it well.
I mean, it was a great time working with Matty.
Kept you on your toes.
Somebody asked me one time to describe working with Matty. I said, from pitch to pitch, you didn't know if you're going to be talking about how to hold a slider or a Flintstones episode.
Strike 3 called on Frelick, getting over. Brewers had a base hit. Contreras extends the hitting streak to 11. Positive sign in tonight's game. All season long on the Bally Sports app. Well, a shining moment in Brewers history right this very second. Not the score, 7-3, but Jared Koenig is on for Milwaukee, and he becomes the 1,000th player to appear in a Brewers uniform.
Nice.
Since they moved here from Seattle in 1970.
He got called up yesterday from AAA Nashville. 4 games, a 193 earned run average. Good for him. Yeah, 3 lefties down in that Brewers bullpen tonight.
Will forever be the answer to a trivia question. Jared Koenig. First pitch down and in on Tyler Wade.
He does have major league experience back with Oakland back in 2022.
Koenig pitched a bunch in spring training. And a pinch hitter for Tyler Wade. It's Eggy Rosario. Those are those numbers for Oakland. Great story for Jared Koenig. Swing and a miss by Rosario. Koenig, who pitched in the Indy League for a number of years. Originally a 35th round pick by the White Sox back in 2014. A lot of time in the independent leagues. Liner down the right field line. This one is going to be fair. He gets out of play. It's an automatic double for Eggy Rosario. The number 9 spot today with a couple of hits for San Diego.
And Koenig was in the Padres organization last year in AAA.
Good numbers in the Padres system. AA, AAA. San Antonio and El Paso. Ball 1. Hasn't been there all day for Lance Barksdale. 3.81 ERA in the minor leagues. You said pitched in the independent leagues. Pitched in Australia before getting a chance with Oakland. (2-0) on Xander Bogaerts. Again, we mentioned it. Koenig on the roster now because of the injury to J.B. Bukowskis. Here's a strike. Northern California kid Jared Koenig. Shallow fly right field. It's Terang.
Well, there's been a lot of that tonight, hasn't there?
Surprised it didn't fall. Everything else has fallen for San Diego. That double, by the way, by Rosario, the first extra base hit in the game for the Padres. 10 hits, 9 singles. A lot of different ways to score runs, get on base.
Well, the key is they put the ball in play, right? Eliminate the swing and miss, particularly with 2 strikes. You put it in play, give yourself a chance. That's what they've done tonight.
Joe Ross struck out 4 in his 4+ innings of work. Vieira did a nice job eating 2.5 innings. Stephen Kolek, right-hander for San Diego after De Los Santos threw a scoreless 7th. In tight at 97 from Koenig. The crossfire that he throws, that's not comfortable.
No. Let's see if he goes away with something soft. After busting him inside. Going right back in there.
Cheese on the inside corner. Got him. Fastball up and out. Tatis 0 for 4.
They're going right at him with the fastball this time. Outer half up in the zone. Look like a slider or a cutter or something. Cutter.
Got a little natural cut on it. I mean, he's throwing that 97-mile-an-hour sinker. That pitch just like he got a finger around it a little. And now it's Cronenworth who takes slightly in. This would be a nightmare for a left-handed hitter to face a guy like Koenig. That front foot coming right at the hitter.
We got to concentrate, keeping that front shoulder closed. Think up the middle. Left center. But he's just wild enough to keep Giannis in the box.
Koenig 6'5", 235. To first base, Hoskins right near the bag has it, and Koenig, Mr. 1000, puts up a 0 in the 8th.
Big number, that 6-run fifth inning for San Diego, a 7-3 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk as we get set for Brewers Live postgame presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. How about that inning? Kind of coming out of nowhere and just gradually building.
Yeah, that fifth inning was tough. A lot of weird things happened in that inning. We'll cover it, but this was almost two different games. Up until the third inning, everything was going one way, and then it just took a hard deviation. There's still a lot that can happen. They got 6 outs.
Never know, that's for sure. All right, coming up on the postgame show, Jackson Churio goes yard again. We'll talk about that big fifth inning by San Diego and hear from this guy, Pat Murphy, all coming up after the ball game, Jeff.
All right, thank you so much, Craig. Eggy Rosario, who doubled last half inning, stays in to play at third base, and Stephen Kolek, 9 games into his big league career. Fouled away by Willie Adames.
Yeah, Padres bullpen. 4 lefties, 4 right-handers. Pretty good balance out in that bullpen.
Broken back ground ball up the middle. Kim is there. The Gold Glover slings it, and Adames is out. Rhys Hoskins coming up. Take a look at our Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run leaderboard. Christian Yelich, 5 homers, sits at the top. Contreras with 4. Willie Adames feels like he should have about 6. Got robbed in Cincinnati. Wind robbed him of 1 in Baltimore. He went high off the wall in Cincinnati as well. So you take the production, though, from Willie Adames. He's been swinging the bat great.
Got to get that guy back in the lineup. He can cover the absence of a guy like Yelich for a couple of games, and maybe 3-4 games, but the way he was swinging the bat and his impact offensively, yeah, you miss him.
0-1 to Hoskins is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's bring in Sophia. Any word on Christian Yelich and potential of him rejoining the lineup anytime soon?
Well, he is still day-to-day. Pat Murphy telling us that he reported today feeling about the same. He is on some medication just to help the back injury calm down hopefully a little bit, and that would hopefully help things loosen things up for Christian. Obviously, they would love to get him back in the lineup, but they do need to make a decision tomorrow whether he'll land on the injured list or not. He was not on the field doing any baseball activity. He was just getting treatment today. So we do know that there will be a decision coming tomorrow on the IL stint because of the rules of how long you can retroactively place a player on the IL.
Thank you, Sophia. See the numbers on Yelich this year. Just unbelievable what he's been able to put together. Played the first couple of innings of that Friday game in Baltimore. This Saturday, Sunday, and then, of course, today. Sophia mentioned decision time tomorrow. Essentially playing a man down on your roster. It's Hoskins towards right. Tatis for out number 2.
Yeah, this early in the season, though, you don't want to rush him. You want to make sure you get that thing under control. He's had that issue in the past. Got to keep an eye on it. Take it easy on him in the month of April. You're going to need him for the long haul.
Bryce Terang, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Kolek's first pitch, a strike. Terang 0 for 3, sitting on that 7-game hitting streak. Slow roller to third, Rosario. Nice play. 0 for 4 for Bryce Terang. Brewers go in order in the 8th. Six-run 5th, the San Diego Padres. The difference in this game is Manny Machado leads it off. Machado, a couple of hits, takes inside for ball 1. Singled in the 4th, singled again in the 5th to drive in a run. Last single stayed on the infield. Koenig, his 2nd inning of work. 1,000th player in Brewers franchise history. You're one of those, Rock.
Yeah, I am.
Center field, Perkins. 1 away.
Really is amazing how the presentation of the game has changed here at American Family Field. That scoreboard out there, you know, the ribbon boards, you know, the scoreboard at Old County Stadium, you know, the lights, pop the lights up there. And
The old dot matrix boards.
Yeah. It's amazing, you know, the way the game is has evolved and the fan experience.
Base hit by Profar.
Especially at a ballpark like this.
It's amazing that this ballpark opened in 2001, right? It doesn't look like it opened in 01. Everybody that comes into this place for the first time goes, there's no way this place is 23 years old.
You know the amazing thing about this ballpark? You know, the service level.
Oh, yeah.
It is pristine. I mean, there are ballparks in the game that aren't as old as this one. But you go down to their service level. I mean, you might think it was built in 1950.
Yep.
I mean, it's just immaculate all the way through every bit of this ballpark.
It's a great point that you make. Even some of the newer ballparks that have been built within the last 10 or 15 years, you can tell that there's some age on them.
Rode hard, put away wet, right?
Yeah, for sure. We were just in Baltimore, and Baltimore was the first of those in-city ballparks, right? Using the construct of the area with which it's built. San Diego is one of those ballparks. Ground ball, left side. They'll get one. Throw to first. Not in time.
Second time that Kim has been able to beat out a double play. Busting it down that line.
Brewers will not challenge. But walking down in the service level in Baltimore, it felt like it had been built in the 1950s.
Yeah, right.
That ballpark opened up in 1992.
That's what I'm saying. Every inch of this ballpark looks new.
Immaculate. It really is. They've added so much to it year in and year out. I showed that shot just a couple of moments ago from the Jay Leinenkugel's barrel yard in left, showing both scoreboards. The scoreboard in center field is massive. It's the 4th largest in the big leagues. There's the barrel yard in left. The new scoreboard in right, which is where they used to have the clock. That is the original size of the scoreboard that was in center field when this ballpark was built. And that's just the, quote, mini board.
And that was standard for new ballparks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the difference.
Merrill towards left. Frelick angling. Foul territory. Foul. Ooh, look out, Sal. A late slide into that padded wall. I don't care that it's padded. There's not a lot of cushion.
It doesn't give too much. Yeah.
And it's nothing but concrete underneath it, too.
Yeah, the foot. You could jam the foot underneath that padding.
Ooh.
And you got the hand and the arm in there. Yeah.
One and two on Merrill. Off the glove of Koenig. Recovers, throws late. Hoskins can't handle the throw. It's going to hit off of the facing of the Brewers dugout, and over to third goes Kim. Koenig may have been better suited just to let Terang field that one by himself.
Yeah, probably a base hit, E1, allowing Kim to get to third base. Yeah, if he lets it go, it's going to be an easy out for Terang, but yeah, he didn't know that. Tough play for Hoskins.
Brings up Tatis. Going to be a base hit and an E1 on Koenig. Good pitch, but ball one. Campusano, runner takes off. Tried to fake a throw behind the runner. Merrill takes second base. May have said Tatis when it's coming to the plate. I saw the hair in the 42. Everybody's wearing 42. The hair threw me off.
Confusing. Be back to normal tomorrow.
To second base, Terang. Campusano got it right. Go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Brewers. Gary Sanchez scheduled to hit first. (7-3) San Diego. Bottom of the 9th inning. Major League Baseball celebrating the life and legacy of Jackie Robinson with Jackie Robinson Day. And before the game, youngsters from around Milwaukee with their Jackie Robinson artwork and being recognized. It's great stuff. Love that. And bold. It takes courage. It certainly does. Jackie Robinson, number 42, retired in every Major League Baseball stadium. Only a handful of players wore it after it was retired. Mariano Rivera wore 42. Butch Husky wore 42. Grandfather did. Mo Vaughn. Jake Bauers pinch hitting for Gary Sanchez.
Yeah. Deservedly so. Retired by every major league team.
Bauers to straightaway center. Get it all the way on the barrel. Out number 1.
I have a signed Brooklyn Dodger 1947 team ball with Jackie Robinson on it. It was given to me by a friend of a friend for safekeeping.
For safekeeping?
Yeah.
Brett Sullivan over at first base. 1947.
His rookie year.
A team signed ball.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Pee Wee Reese. All of them. And Jackie Robinson.
That's got I mean, that has to be one of your most prized possessions.
Oh, no doubt. For sure.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
2017, they lost to the Yankees in the World Series. Just looking at some of the names on that roster. Duke Snider's on there. They had some great names back in the day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Eddie Stanky, Spider Jorgensen, Dixie Walker, Cookie Lavagetto.
Yeah, I'd bring it in, but I'm afraid that you'd take it from me.
No chance. No way. I wouldn't ask you to ever bring that in.
That's lock and key.
No, it should never see the light of day other than just display.
Yep. But the ball is positioned with Jackie Robinson front and center.
Where did he sign it?
just in a normal spot.
And he didn't have like the sweet spot or anything. I mean,
no, it was his rookie year. Was he MVP? What, the next year, or a couple of years later?
Yeah, within the first few years of his career, Ralph Branca was on that team. 21 wins that 47 season. I see another pinch hitter, Oliver Dunn, hitting for Joey Ortiz. You want to look at the roster? So cool. How many of those names? But the thing about those autographs too, Rock, on that 47 ball, I bet they're all legible.
Yeah, right. They are. Bruce Edwards, the catcher, was the father of the friend that gave me the baseball.
Wow. Who was 23 years old on that team.
At the time, yeah.
Jackie Robinson was 28 that year. Hit 297 in his rookie season. Dunn takes strike one. Ground ball. Ooh, busted bat. Scary play. Dunn's going to get a base hit out of it. Unbelievable athleticism for Kolek to avoid the barrel of this broken bat by Dunn.
Got rid of the baseball, jumped up immediately, and the bat missed him. Kind of jackknifed out of the way. Scary situation for Kolek.
I mean, that was straight Neo from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Getting out of the way. Watch this. Busted bat and whoop.
Well, that could have been a disaster.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Yeah, the way that thing was whipping around.
That's terrifying.
The point of that bat.
Ruben Niebla to chat with his pitcher. I think this is more than anything else just to calm him down after the barrel of that bat was coming right for his neck. Watch the arch on his back as he's getting out of the way.
Look at the point of the bat. Look out.
Ooh.
Man.
The bats don't break the way that they used to, Rock, right? They would just kind of blow up.
They'd crack. I mean, they would just crack. The old Louisville sluggers. And now they're blowing up like that.
Oh.
They splinter down the middle with a point.
A deep breath indeed for Kolek. It's in his second inning of work. Runner takes off, and he'll take second on defensive indifference.
It's not that the wood is bad. It's the fact that the barrels are big and the handles are thin.
Churio fouls it back. We used to talk about the barrel of the bats, right? You'd hold it with the label up so you'd hit with the grains. Well, there's no grains on these maple bats anymore. Some people use bamboo bats, but most of them are maple.
They used to be ash.
Yep.
You know, the Louisville sluggers, the Adirondacks, the Worth bats. Bats that we used.
And the more you used them, they would just fray. And then eventually crack. 3-1 on Jackson Churio. Brewers are down by 4. Some action in the Padre bullpen. That's up and in for ball 4. So Churio works a walk.
Got one more base runner.
And that's going to be it for Kolek. Mike Schilt is going to go out with the potential tying run in the on deck circle. Schilt is going to go make one final pitching change. Suarez, who's the stopper for San Diego, he's coming in.
7-3, bottom of the 9th inning. And the Padres are going to their bullpen, and a guy who has been lights out so far, Robert Suarez, 5 for 5 in save opportunities. And he's doing basically throwing a fastball, Rob.
Yeah, hitless in his last 4 appearances. You can see it on the bottom of your screen. 4 1/3 innings that covers. 5 for 5 in save opportunities, and he's given up next to nothing.
Really incredible the splits that he has used this year. Fastballs, off-speed stuff.
Fastballs and a few changeups, that's all.
This is no joke. He has thrown 58 consecutive fastballs. I think Contreras is sitting on a fastball right here. 99 for ball 1. Fouled it away, got 99 again.
They must have some deception in that delivery, because 99 isn't what it used to be, especially if that's all you're throwing.
Suarez, a key part of their run to the NLCS in 2022. Got the low strike. That has been there for much of the day for Lance Barksdale. Now Contreras, and the Brewers down to their final strike. To the right side, Bogarts ranging, fielding, throwing. Safe is the call as Contreras clipped Cronenworth.
Wow, how about that? Man, that could have been a disaster for both of them, Cronenworth and Contreras. Well, it looked like it might have beat him, but the foot, I think, was off the bag. I hope he's all right. Oh, that back control right there. Good play by Bogarts. Foot was off the bag. Never did have the ball in his glove anyway. Heck of an effort by Bogarts.
Unbelievable. It's a base hit for Contreras. Foot's
Look
off
at
the
this.
bag. Never caught it.
Look at that.
Knee to the back as Sal Frelick fouls it away.
Now the big fly.
The only run that Suarez has allowed this year was a solo homer. He's given up just 4 base hits, including that one to Contreras. Sal takes high. This is the same situation Frelick was in yesterday against Craig Kimbrell late in the ball game. Nice chance for the Brewers. He's 1 for 4 with the bases loaded in his career. Fouled straight back, had a good pass on it.
All right, right down the middle. Let's get another crack at this. Good swing, a little behind it.
Very high at 100. All fastballs from Suarez. Two. Fly ball to left. Profar circles it. Makes the catch. The Brewers had the ducks on the pond, but Suarez closes the door. And San Diego takes game number 1, 7-3.
Man, San Diego came to life. They didn't hit the ball hard tonight, but that 6th spot in the 5th inning was all they needed. Brewers offense went silent after the 2nd inning.
First time all year the Brewers have lost consecutive ball games. Try and get back in the win column tomorrow night. Wade Miley goes for the Brewers against Dylan Cease of San Diego. For Bill Schroeder, Sophia Minard, and our entire crew, I'm Jeff Levering saying so long. Stick around for Brewers Live with Craig and Tim. It's coming your way next.